Welcome to House TV. This is your host, Cassandra House, with Chats with Cass, the podcast, where we talk about mindset and heartset on all things belief, leadership, and life. I truly believe that anything is possible if you believe. And so I'm so excited that you're here because I want to be your human-sized permission slip to believe in yourself. Anything is possible together because if I can, you can. So let's celebrate you today by putting a date on the things that you want. So the things that you want are called goals. And without a goal, it doesn't happen. If we just think about it, dream about it, it doesn't occur. But if we have a goal and we write it down and put a date on it, it's like you're telling the world this is what's up and you're ready to back yourself. Also, the reason I love a date on a goal is because it creates a sense of urgency. I believe that when we're going for our goal, if we have all the time in the world, it'll take all the time in the world. It's like anything. If you need to pack up your house or get ready for a dinner party or do an assignment, if you give yourself 3 months, you'll put it right off until the end. And you know what? It doesn't need that long to do anyway. But if you give yourself a time limit, if you give yourself a week or a day, whatever it is that you give yourself, you'll vacuum, you'll take up that space. So giving yourself a date is really key. And it needs to be one that makes you work. Now, if it's a really big goal and it's something huge that you think, look, it'll probably be only achievable in 5 years' time or in a year's time, I want you to create a smaller goal with a deadline that's going to take you closer to it. So if it's a goal that you know will be achieved in a year, then I want you to have like a 90-day goal, a 6-month goal, a 9-month goal, and then the year goal. I really love the power of 90 days. I truly think that anything can be achieved in 90 days. And a lot of the biggest successes I've had in my life and businesses have been in cycles of 90 days time. And what it does, it makes me put a date on it, commit to it. I give it my time and effort, and it literally comes to fruition. I call it the analogy of planning your wedding. See your goals that you want like you're planning your wedding. So if you had a wedding and it had a date, you would put in the effort, time, skill to make sure it was ready. And also, the guests would know when it's on and they take it seriously. Now, if you're getting married and it was just like, you know what, come to my wedding, but I don't know when it is, and I'll let you know, and oh, it's on this date, and then you just keep changing it and changing it and changing it and canceling it, and oh, it's not ready. No one would take you seriously, and in the end, no one would come. And really, it showed that you weren't really taking it seriously all along. But if you give it a date and deadline, honestly, it'll make you do the work. When you want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix instead, you'll get up and choose hors d'oeuvres. You'll choose decorations when you want to go to bed early. You'll get up early in the morning and you'll talk to people to help organize it, your wedding planner, things like that, before you go and do what you need to do for the day. Like, you'll do what it takes because there's a deadline. And all great things in life, I believe, have a deadline for a reason. And it's up to you to put a deadline on it. So if you've had a goal for a long time, you're just like, when it happens, it happens. I can tell you now, every goal that hasn't had a date on it, for me personally, hasn't come true because I still think I just have all this time in the world. Any goal that I really want and put a date on, honestly, I do the work and it always comes to fruit. So today is about knowing what your goals are. So really, it's taking that desire and breaking it down into compartments of what the goals would be to get to that. So the thing I love to do is write this goal by this date, this goal by this date, this goal by this date, and all those goals together will give me this end desire. So today is about writing down your goals and literally list your goals with the date, sign it at the bottom, and go for it. Yes, you can move the date, but it has to be unmovable to start with. You can't think, oh, I've got a back door. Have you ever heard of burn the boats, shut the back door, jump all in the swimming pool? You need to be all in to succeed. So if you're in the pool and you're just swimming like this, your hair's not getting wet, your mascara's not getting wet, you're just swimming around like this, you're in the pool. But then there's also people that are just standing waist deep, half in, not really wet, and they're in the pool. And then there's people that bomb dive in, all in, hair wet, mascara running, all in. Now they are in the pool. So how are you showing up in the pool? Are your goals all in? Are you all in, literally dive in headfirst on the court, on the field, playing full out? Or are you like, yeah, I'm in the pool, I don't want to get wet, I don't want to like break a sweat though? You know, it's how you do anything is how you do everything. And a deadline on your goal, I believe, is crucial. And set a deadline that you know it can be accomplished in, and then challenge yourself. You know, don't think, oh, well, this can be done in a year, so I'm going to give myself a year and a half. This can be done in a year, I'm going to give myself 10 months with a deadline. I promise you'll get so much more done. Only 1% of the world write their goals down every day. I encourage you to be a 1%er with us, because that's really what you deserve. And if you're being an Olympic athlete in your life, do you think Olympians write down their goals? Do you reckon they write down win a gold medal every single day? Yes. And they have a deadline. It's 4 years away, it's in 3 years away, it's 2 years away, but it's happening. And they don't just say, well, the Olympics is in 4 years, so I'm gonna go have a barbecue. The Olympics are in 4 years. So by this date, I've got to do this. By this year, I've got to do this. By this month, I've got to do this. It's all structured out. Now that's what I want you to do. The end desire is the Olympic gold medal. That's your ultimate desire. And the goals of what you want, you know how we wrote down what we truly wanted, they're actually your heart's goals. Write them down and literally put a date on them. So write them down today, and I want you to put them up somewhere. I love framing my goals and having them next to my bed, because that is a great thing to look at every single morning. And the more you look at it, the more you start to bring it to fruition. Like I told you, your RAS will start to do and be and bring things to you that are going to help that become an accomplishment. And so it's always what you truly want. So your goals that you write down with the deadline are the things you truly want. And then you'll have little goals that go with each of those that you know you'll need to do. Now, the sense of urgency is important, because you can be like a cool breeze that's like, oh, no one really feels you. Or you can be like a tornado, a hurricane that picks up everything in its path and it's going somewhere. People want to be led by people that know where they're going, and people actually want to be inspired by people that know where they're going. You literally need to be someone that knows where they're going, like a tornado, like a hurricane, not just like, oh, it'll happen when it happens, because it doesn't happen. Organic is not linked to goal achievement. Intention is linked to goal achievement. So once you be intentional with your goals, those goals need to literally be linked to those feelings. So each goal you'll think, oh yes, you'll actually notice that the goals you write down will have those feelings attached to them. When you read that goal, you think, yes, I feel accomplished, excited, I feel loved, I feel pride, I feel those things that you wrote down. You'll think, yes, I can actually see that goal's bringing me these feelings. And then once the goals are set with a date, go into doing the work with those feelings attached to it, that you live in those feelings, and literally it's the perfect remedy of it all coming together and for you to succeed. So I'm so excited for you. Put them up and be so proud of them. Thank you for tuning in to House TV Chats with Cass. Please rate, subscribe, and share. And I would love if you left a 5-star review. You can find me on Instagram at CassandraHouse_ or Chats with Cass. Please tag me, tag your friends, and tag anyone this episode could help. I cannot wait to see you next week, where I believe in you and your life and your mission even more, so you can achieve what you want. And I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for listening.